flow sinister.
Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bucs and the Eagles, and it comes your way next.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And what a great game that was to watch last week, because he put on a show in the wild card round with 5 touchdown passes. So if you ever want to see what a hot quarterback looks like, watch that tape. Let's see if that same hot quarterback shows up in this one.
Right to the air is Burrow. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Burrow will throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. On 3rd down, Burrow. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They're passing here. Joe Burrow throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is indeed good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
From the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
For a guy still in his 2nd year in the NFL, this is obviously a big spot for him to try and fill. Able to engineer the victory in the wild card round last weekend. That's got to give him confidence, and it's got to elevate the confidence of his teammates as well. But as he said after the win, things are only going to get tougher from there. He understands the situation he's in. He understands what's ahead of him in this one.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now Burrow loses the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And 1st and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in it.
Touchdown, Eagles! From 6 yards away. And the Eagles are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
An extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now it's Burrow. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Burrow looking to pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Garrett Wilson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers have regained the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Price. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Touchdown! A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game as they have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Holding, receiving.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. They run a draw here on second down. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6. Here's Burrow. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Burrow. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Play action. It's Burrow. Open man is Duvernay. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. From midfield now, Burrow. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And we all know how talented this guy is. He's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's thrown touchdown passes on his last 2 drives as he begins here, first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Second and 2. He finds his man, complete. That's Price. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They go play action here on first down. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Brought down at the 20. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll set up a throw. This will be caught at about the 5. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best block. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. That'll be caught by Rice. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by at Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the 1st.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Burrow. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. A huge play there on the screen pass. 42 yards.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks are starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, Brand, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Eagles offense is going to take over late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
2nd down at 4.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Now Burrow. Open man downfield is Duvernay.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now Burrow on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
to them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, this is the second of 4 games this weekend as we narrow the field down to the 4 teams who will meet in the league championship games next Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Tampa Bay. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
He'll drop to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Hassan Reddick drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. From the 31. Burrow. And incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
That's the third time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will remain an 11-point spread.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. Well, if these guys are going to chomp into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Going to throw right side here. Complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped at his tracks at about the 3. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Being chased out left. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. On 2nd and 9. Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. They run a draw here on 2nd down.
56 yards on the ground for him so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He completes this to Sutton.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. And his kick is good. And that'll move him back within 6 now.
So if you factor the safety, this is going to be a 5-point swing all told.
And if you're winning, I think you say, fine by me, we'll take it. But when you're losing, I think you have to say, we let a good opportunity get away.
Taken from about the 12. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that one drops down, incomplete.
Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick, his 2nd sack of the night. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. 60 yards. And the Eagles are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Or are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. On the right side open is Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. From the 45 on 2nd down. Burrow, he'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Burrow on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here we go on 4th down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 83 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They will throw on first down with Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Rice. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. 2nd and 5 now. Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. So now the Bucs down on the scoreboard. A little over a minute to go. It's certainly a tough situation on the road, needing 2 scores to stay alive in the playoffs as they come up 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Throwing, Burrow. And that's into the hands of Gesicki. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now Burrow. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. Burrow. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, Burrow. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Here's Burrow. He's going to let it go again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And the Eagles season will continue at least 1 more week. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.